Hi, good afternoon, friends. Welcome all of you to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. I am Gourav Gupta, and all of us once again have gathered to look at the previous year papers of CAT, the series that we have recently started for all of you. Now, this is basically a series designed so that all of you will understand all the conventional as well as unconventional techniques to solve particular questions which have already appeared in previous year papers of CAT. Now, here in this series, our attempt will be, or our motive will be, that our students, all our students, must clear CAT in the very first attempt. Now, in this series of sessions, we have first of all started with looking at CAT 2019 detailed questions and their answers with the solutions. Now, today I'm going to discuss QA section of slot number 1 of CAT 2019. So, a very good afternoon to all of you. Please quickly confirm I'm audible and visible to all of you. Kinjal, good afternoon, a very good afternoon. All right, so students have started joining in this session, so I'll wait for a few more seconds. Meanwhile, I'll tell you that this is a series wherein we'll be discussing previous year papers of CAT, and today in this session, CAT 2019 QA slot number 1 will be discussed. Now, this particular slot number 1 for QA, like since we have the normal pattern of CAT in the year 2019. So CAT 2019 happened just before the pandemic hit us. So this was a normal paper having a total of 34 questions in QA section. Now I will not be solving all these 34 questions in one go. So I have divided this session in three parts. Okay. So today I'll be looking at the first 11 questions of QA slot number 1 of CAT 2019. All right, Kinjal, Sweetie, Rahul, Om, thank you very much. Thank you for confirming that I am audible and visible to all of you. Okay, so like I mentioned that for some questions, definitely we'll be looking at conventional ways of solving them, but there may be some questions in which we'll be going for unconventional approach as well. The agenda is to understand the solution of each and every question that appeared in CAT 2019 slot number 1 of QA section. All right, so we shall start with this session. Now, these 11 questions, like I mentioned that I have divided the entire paper of QA slot number 1 in three parts, 11 questions today, and then we'll be taking on the remaining questions in the next two parts so that you all have good amount of time to look at these questions, to revise the concepts that we have covered in these sessions, and you can work upon on your mistakes as well as have a good amount of learning. Okay, so we'll be looking at these questions one by one. Definitely, I'll be giving you a few seconds because this is already QA section which has appeared in CAT 2019. So I'll not be giving you a lot of time to solve each and every question. So I'll be stopping on every question so that you can read it, and then we'll start with the solution of that particular question. All right. So the first question on your screen now. Just give me a moment. All right. So you may continue. So question says that in a class, 60% of the students are girls and the rest are boys. There are 30 more girls than boys. If 68% of the students, including 30 boys, pass the examination, then the percentage of girls who do not pass the examination is. Now, a very simple, straightforward question on percentages must be attempted in the first round. Uh, I believe you all must have made a strategy to attempt CAT and the mock papers that you might be undergoing. So, what I can do is, Kinjal, there are questions in CAT which is of the form of TITA, TITA, type in the answer. So this is one question like that. So this is the exact question of CAT. The options were not present at the time this question appeared in CAT. So you will have to get the answer and type it in the box. So simple question must be attempted in the first round. You cannot leave such kind of easy questions. Okay, so let's start with this. Now I'll write as much less as possible. Now girls का percentage 60% given है, so boys का percentage कितना हो जाएगा? It will be 40%. Okay, the question is saying that there are 30 more girls than boys. Now the difference between the number of girls and boys is 20% of total number of students, which is given in the second statement as 30. Okay. Now guys, the like one of the most important things in CAT is to save time while doing the rough work. Okay. So you will be able to save time in case you will write as much less as possible the things that I am doing. There is also no need to write this part. You can do all these calculations in your mind. Okay. So difference between the girls and the boys, which is 20% of total number of students, is given as 30. So I can say that total number of students in this case will become 150. Okay. So this is the total number of students. Now they are saying that 68% students passed the examination. So how many students passed? It is 68% of the total. So 68% pass हुए हैं, and that will be 68% of 150. That is 68 plus 34, which is 102. So 102 students passed. So fail कितने हो जाएंगे? Fail will be 150 minus 102, that is 48. Now these number of students who have passed, it includes 30 boys. So 30 boys have passed. So number of girls who will pass will be 102 minus 30. 102 minus 30, that is 72. So 72 girls will pass out of the total number of girls. Total number of girls कितनी है? It is 60% of total number of students. 60%. Okay. So total number of girls is 60% of 150, that is 90. अब out of 90 girls, 72 girls pass हुई हैं. Vicky, careful. Out of 90 girls, 72 girls pass हुई हैं. So the question is the percentage of girls who do not pass. So who do not pass, the number is 90 minus 72, that is 18. 18 girls pass नहीं हुई हैं out of 90 girls. And that is 1/5, which will be equal to 20%. Okay. So 20% will be the answer for this question. Am I clear? नाउ विकी, एक छोटा सा मतलब एक हेल्प करता हूं मैं तुम्हें कैट के लिए. नाउ व्हेनेवर यू विल फाइंड क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आर बेस्ड ऑन थीटा, जहां पे भी टाइप करना होता है हमें आंसर, नाउ इन दोस क्वेश्चंस दे विल नॉट आस्क यू एनी आंसर व्हिच इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डेसिमल्स. ओके, दे मे आस्क यू व्हाट विल बी द नियरेस्ट नंबर, सिंस दे हैव नॉट मेंशन्ड इट इन द लैंग्वेज. सो जो भी आंसर होना चाहिए दैट शुड बी एन इंटीजर. ठीक है, टीटा क्वेश्चंस में जनरली ये चीज फॉलो होती है. ओके, फाइन. सो आंसर हियर इज 20%. ओके, नाउ लेट्स मूव अहेड एंड लुक एट द सेकंड क्वेश्चन. Now second question is an interesting question. It is basically based on the applications of surds and indices. Okay, now my suggestion will be to spend 20, 25, 30 seconds, half a minute on this question. In case after half a minute you are nowhere in this question, then must leave this question immediately, otherwise this question will eat up a lot of your time. Okay. Vicky, 18/90 को आप 2/10 लिख सकते हैं, 2/9 नहीं लिख सकते. यस, हाँ, ये गलती कर दी आपने. नो प्रॉब्लम. So the next question, second number question, you have the options with you. Now this is a good question. Like I mentioned, properties of surds and indices. सूरज, यू आर आस्किंग कि मैं रीचेक करता हूँ कैलकुलेशंस या फिर नहीं. सूरज, आई यूज्ड टू रीचेक द कैलकुलेशंस व्हेन आई वाज अ स्टूडेंट, ओके, स्पेशली इन द सेक्शन ऑफ क्वांट. नाउ विद ड्यू प्रैक्टिस and I can say that with careful amount of mind to be spent on the solution of every question, I rarely cross check the answer. मैं बहुत rarely cross check करता हूँ, but it is advisable to all of you that if you are not that confident enough, you must recheck the questions. Okay. So मेरे को थोड़ी ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस है तो मैं रीचेक नहीं करता, बट जिस भी क्वेश्चन पे डाउट होता है मैं डेफिनेटली उसको रीचेक करता हूँ. Okay, now let me take this question. So first of all, like since these three expressions are equal, so I'll take first and third expression. So 5.55 raised to the power x is equal to 1000. Now since I have to introduce 1 upon x and 1 upon y, so I should take this power on the other side. So I can write it as 5.55. अब रिक्वायरमेंट देखो क्वेश्चन की, क्वेश्चन को क्या चाहिए, 1/x चाहिए. So 1/x करने के लिए पावर को राइट हैंड साइड में लेके जाना पड़ेगा. So it will be 1000 raised to the power 1/x. Similarly, you can equate the second and the third part. तो इसके अंदर क्या लिख सकते हो, 0.555 is equal to 1000 raised to the power 1/y. अब 1/x and 1/y have been introduced. अब मुझे चाहिए 1/x minus 1/y. So if I divide the first expression by the second equation, first equation को second equation से divide कर देंगे. So I'll get on the right hand side 1000 raised to the power 1/x divided by 1000 raised to the power 1/y. अब division है तो power subtract हो जाएंगे. So I'll be able to introduce 1/x minus 1/y. Okay, समझ में आया कैसे approach किया मैंने? So I just looked at the requirement of the question. Question में 1/x 1/y था and then 1/x minus 1/y था. So I took these steps accordingly. Okay, so divide कर देते हैं. So 5.55 divided by 0.555 is equal to, I'm writing it directly, 1000 raised to the power 1/x minus 1/y. On the left hand side, I will get 10. Okay, and 10 can be written as, चलो पहले 10 लिख देते हैं. So 10 can be written as 1000 raised to the power 1/3, and that is equal to 1000 raised to the power 1/x minus 1/y. So now you can say that 1/x minus 1/y का value क्या हो जाएगा? It will be equal to 1/3. So the correct answer should be option B for this question. I hope I am clear with this. Okay, so simple. What I did was I took the steps according to the requirement of the question. Let's move on to question number 3. Now question number 3, at first look, it looks like a question of coordinate geometry, but it is certainly not a question of coordinate geometry. It is the question of permutation and combination. A very easy concept of permutation combination where you'll have to find out the number of shortest path from a point to another point. Okay, so this is the question totally based on that. So we will start by drawing a rough figure for this. So मुझे कहां से कहां पे जाना है, 1,1 से 8,10 पे जाना है via 4,6. So first of all, let's say this point is 1,1 and I'll go to 4,6, this point. So this is 4,6. So basically on the right hand side, I have to take 3 steps. Okay, so 1,1 and 4,6. So 1 से 4 पे जाना है तो 1, 2, 3, 3 steps. And upper direction में on the y axis there is a change of 5. So upper direction में I have to take 5 steps. Alright, and then I'll be able to reach 4,6. 4,6 को थोड़ा सा ऊपर कर लेते हैं, ठीक है? Okay. So horizontally 3 steps and vertically 5 steps. So number of ways क्या होता है यहाँ पे? Number of ways is basically total number of steps, which is 8. 8C either horizontal or vertical steps. 8C3. Okay, so 8C3 will be the number of ways you can go from point 1 or point A to point B. Right? Now this is a very simple concept of permutation combination. Okay. Next, in the same manner 4,6 से 8,10 पे चले जाओ. So 8,10 के लिए horizontally 4 steps चाहिए and vertically 4 steps. So multiply कर दो 8C4. So 8C3 into 8C4 will be the final answer. Right? So 8C3 into 8C4 कैलकुलेशन कर सकते हो. 8C3 कैलकुलेट करना बहुत आसान है, 8C4 कैलकुलेट करना बहुत आसान है. Right? मल्टीप्लाई करो. So 8C3 is 87656 multiplied by 8C4 8765 divided by 432. Cancel. So 7 into 5 35 into 2 70. So 3920 will be the final answer in this case. Okay, so this will be the final answer for this question, question number 3. Right? Question number 4. A straightforward question of 3 set Venn diagram. You all must be very much comfortable with the Venn diagrams. So बहुत easy question है. Read it and try to solve it. Now this is a three-setter Venn diagram. It says that a club has a total of 256 members. Some play football, some play tennis, and some play cricket. ठीक है? So three set Venn diagrams से start करते हैं. So football, tennis, and cricket. Okay, I'll draw the universal set, which is a total of 256. Okay, now total number of members is given as 256, out of which 144 football, 123 tennis, and 132 cricket. Moreover, 58 members can play both football and tennis. अब फुटबॉल एंड टेनिस ये दोनों सेक्शन, ये दोनों रीजन्स जहां पे मैंने डॉट लगाया है, इन दोनों का सम दिया हुआ है 58. सो राइट इट आउटसाइड. Similarly, 25 can play cricket and tennis, so this will become 25, and 63 football and cricket. So this number will become 63. If every member can play at least one game, so people who will not play any game is given as 0. Then the number of members who can play only tennis. So only tennis find out करना है. So मैं क्या करता हूँ? The people who play all the three sports, I'll assume it as X, and I'll apply the simple formula of Venn diagrams. Three set Venn diagram: A union B union C. So A union B union C, which is given here as 256, is equal to A plus B plus C minus A intersection B, that is 58, minus B intersection C, that is 25, minus C intersection A, that is 63, plus A intersection B intersection C, which is X. Okay, अब यहाँ पे सॉल्व कर लो. X के लिए अगर मैं सॉल्व करता हूँ, easily X का वैल्यू आ जाएगा. So can anyone give me the value of X here? So X का वैल्यू हो जाएगा 256 माइनस, इन तीनों को ऐड कर लेते हैं. So 167, 267, 399. So 256 minus 399 plus the sum of these three, 110, 121, 146, and this is equal to X. So it will be 256 plus 146. इनको ऐड किया 39402 minus 399, and the value of X will come out to be 3. So X का value 3 आ गया, right? So X का value 3 आ गया. I want the number of people who play, the number of members who can play only tennis. So only tennis, that means जहाँ पे मैंने क्वेश्चन मार्क लगाया है उस पर्टिकुलर रीजन का वैल्यू चाहिए. So it will be equal to 123 माइनस दिस रीजन. अब ये अगर x का वैल्यू 3 है, मैं x का वैल्यू 3 पुट कर देता हूं यहाँ पे. So if the value of x is 3, so the value of only football and tennis, this region will be 58 minus 3, that is 55, and only tennis and cricket will be 22. So only tennis का वैल्यू निकालना है अगर, so 123 में से 55, 3 and 22, just subtract these three regions and you will get the answer as 43. So 43 is the correct answer. Yes, Kinjal, you have given the correct value of X. Good. So 43 will be the final value of the members who can play only tennis. Only tennis will become 43. So again, spending maximum 1 day on Venn diagram. This is the very basic question of Venn diagrams and appeared in CAT 2019. Yes, so CAT में भी easy questions होते हैं. Let's move on to the next question, question number 5. Okay, now a question which is based on the properties of intersecting chords in a circle. बहुत simple सी property है. In a circle of radius 11, circle का radius 11 है. CD is the diameter. So CD का value कितना हो जाएगा? 22. Radius of the circle is 11, so CD will be 22. Let us draw this circle. Meanwhile, all of you can read this question. So CD is the diameter. The length is 22. And AB is a chord of length 20.5. So AB is any chord of length 20.5 and AB and CD intersect at point E. So AB is any chord, random chord. So ये intersect कर रहा है at point E. So this is point of intersection which may or may not be the center. Definitely center नहीं होगा इस case में because the length of AB is not equal to the diameter. Okay, so AB and CD will not intersect at the center of the circle. ये clear है. अब length of CE is given as 7. Okay, तो CE अगर 7 है तो थोड़ा सा left side में draw कर लेते हैं chord को. Okay, so मैं chord को redraw कर रहा हूँ. So CE अगर 7 given है, CD is 22, then ED will be equal to 15, 22 minus 7. So CE is given in the question as 7 and ED will be equal to 15. Now the property of chords, intersecting chords says that CE multiplied by DE is equal to AE multiplied by BE. Alright. So from here, CE into DE is 7 into 15 and that is equal to AE multiplied by BE. So AE and BE का product पता लग गया and already मुझे sum पता है AE and BE. That means I know the length of AB. I know the length of complete chord AB. So AE plus BE, this is given as 20.5. अब या तो एक quadratic बना लो substitution करके या फिर थोड़ा सा hit and trial कर लो. Okay, so 7 into 15 is 105. The two numbers such that their product is 105 and their sum is 20.5. बहुत easily निकाल सकते हैं numbers 10 and 10.5. So the numbers are 10 and 10.5. So these will be the length of BE and AE. BE और AE की लेंथ आ गई. Good Vicky, wonderful. So BE और AE की लेंथ आ गई. अब इनका डिफरेंस चाहिए. So what will be the difference in the lengths of these two? It will be equal to 0.5 and hence this is the correct answer. So option C, question number 5, 0.5 is the correct answer. Alright, so again very simple straightforward question. Now in this case I have used the method of hit and trial. In case you are not fluent with this method, then you could have also made a quadratic equation, but that thing will take a lot of time to solve. Okay, so it's better try and do a little bit of hit and trial. It will take hardly 10-15 seconds and you will get your answer. Okay, all right, next question, question number 6. Again an easy question of percentages. You must have seen a lot of questions like this in your practice questions. Friends, please pardon me, I am unwell today, so there might be some disturbance from my side. Please be with me. I'm really sorry for that. Okay, so let's start with this one. The question says that Meena scores 40% in an examination. मैं assume कर रहा हूँ examination is of 100x marks. So Meena scored 40x. After review, even though her score is increased by 50%. So score 50% से increase हो गया, तो जो भी 40x था, after review, this value increased by 50%. 40x का 50% कितना होता है? 20x. So उसका score 20x से increase हो गया and it became 60x. She still fails by 35 marks. So 60x is less than the passing marks by 35. Okay. Next, if her post review score क्या है इसका 60x is increased further by 20%. अब इसको भी 20% से इंक्रीज कर दो. 20% of 60 कितना होता है? It is 12. जिसको 12x से इंक्रीज किया 72x. She will have 7 marks more than the passing marks. So 72 is 7 more than the passing marks. Okay. Now we have the equation. Comparing this, 60x is 35 less and 72x is 7 more than the passing marks. So the difference 12x should be equal to 35 plus 7. That is 42. So the value of x will come out to be 7 upon 2. That is 3.5. And the total marks will be equal to 350. Okay, तो x का value आ गया. अब क्या निकालना है? द परसेंटेज स्कोर नीडेड फॉर पासिंग द एग्जामिनेशन. अब पासिंग एग्जामिनेशन के लिए मुझे कितना चाहिए? 60x प्लस 35, राइट? 60x प्लस 35. सो 60x ऑलरेडी 60% था. 60x ऑलरेडी 60% था. अब उसके अंदर 35 और ऐड कर दिया. 35 कितना है? 10% है टोटल का. सो 60% प्लस 10%. द फाइनल आंसर शुड बी 70%. So 70% will be the passing marks. Okay. So you must see how have I saved a little bit of time. मैंने score calculate नहीं किया. मैंने देखा 60x is already 60%. उसके अंदर 35 add करना है. Then I'll get passing marks. 35 is what percentage of 350? It is 10% of 350. So 60% plus 10%. Answer will be 70%. Okay. All right. Yes, Vicky, options quite far, so 70% can be guessed, right? You can say that. But Vicky, अभी आप सोच रहे हो कि हम guess कर लेंगे, but examination के time पे ना इतना confidence नहीं होता हमें, okay? And we always want to be 100% sure, okay? So I'm just telling you our psychology at the time of examination. Okay, question number 7. Now before I'll go to question number 7, please do like this session. Come on, if you're liking this session, comment, share and subscribe our channel, and after subscribing press the bell icon so that you will get the notification of all the sessions that we'll be bringing for all of you. Come on. Okay, now question number 7 on your screen now. Now this question, if you have a fair bit of knowledge about triangles, especially equilateral triangle, then you can do this question in a matter of 15 seconds. I am serious. 15 seconds. Yes, any answer? ओके चलो मैं फिगर दोबारा से बनाता हूं. I'll explain you this figure. So क्या करना है तुम्हें? You need to divide all the 3 sides of the triangle in 3 equal parts. And join these points. Okay, like this. Fine. Now look at triangle ABC, equilateral triangle ABC. Now if the corners are cut from the equilateral triangle, so if I have divided this entire equilateral triangle in 9 equal triangles. So 9 equal triangles means ये जो छोटे वाले triangles है इनका area equal है. Okay, and I'm cutting off the corners. That means this is removed, this portion is removed, and this portion is removed. So the remaining portion will be a form of a regular hexagon. Okay, then the ratio of the area of H, which is hexagon having 6 triangles, to the area of T, the original triangle. Original triangle has 9 smaller triangles. So the correct answer will be 2 upon 3. So 6 upon 9, that is 2 upon 3, will be the final answer. So how did I make the figure? I have divided all the 3 sides in 3 equal parts using 2 points and then joined these points in the manner that is there on the screen. And then I removed the 3 triangles at the corners of the equilateral triangle. Then the remaining regular hexagon will have 6 triangles. Okay, and the original triangle will have 6 plus 3, that is 9 triangles. All these triangles are equal, so now I can compare or I can find the ratio of the area of hexagon and the triangle, right? So the correct answer will be 6 upon 9, that is 2 upon 3. Let's move on to the next question, question number 8. Now question number 8 is a wonderful question based on the application of triangles, especially the concept using to find out the circumradius of a right angled triangle. Circumradius of a right angled triangle. So you need to know, in case of a right angled triangle, what will be the circumradius. Okay, so here the triangle T is formed by the straight line this and the coordinate axis. Okay, so coordinate axis obviously like this, and let's talk about this straight line. So this straight line will be intersecting the coordinate axis. तो y को 0 put किया, x का value 15 आ जाएगा. Okay, so x is 15 when y is 0. When x is 0, y will be equal to 9. So this is point here 9. So I can say that this line is a straight line joining these 2 points, and a triangle is formed using this dotted line in the red and the coordinate axis. So OAB is the triangle that they are talking about. Okay, now let the circumcircle of this triangle have a radius of length L. अब इसका circumcircle की बात हो रही है. A circumcircle is a circle which is passing through all the 3 vertices of the triangle like this. Now in case of a right angle triangle, which this one is, so I can say that OAB is a right angled triangle. So in case of a right angle triangle, the circumradius capital R is equal to half the hypotenuse. Good Vicky, wonderful. You have already written that. So the circumradius is equal to hypotenuse divided by 2. Now let's talk about the length of the hypotenuse here. So in this case, the length of AB will be equal to under root of 9 square plus 15 square. That is under root of 81 plus 225, and that is equal to under root of 306. Now under root 306, 17 square is 289 and 18 square is 324. So this value will be 17 point something. So the circumradius will be equal to 17 point something divided by 2. Now this value will be 8 point something. Okay, now we have to find out the integer closest to this answer. अब 17 point something था, तो ये जो value आएगी divided by 2 करने के बाद ये 8.5 से कम आएगी या ज़्यादा? This value will be more than 8.5. 17 point something है, so 17 divided by 2 is exactly 8.5. So this is 17 point something, so the value will be greater than 8.5, and the integer closest to the value of L will be equal to 9. So the final answer for this question will be equal to 9 units. This is a theta question, so you can feed your answer as 9. Like I told you in question number 1, answer to theta question is always an integer. So that is why they have asked the integer closest to the value of L. Okay. Am I clear, Abhishek? Yes or no? Okay. Now let's move on to the next question, question number 9. Question number 9 थोड़ा टेढ़ा question है function से. Okay. Now you may, like, if you are not strong in algebra, if you don't like functions, then at the initial moment you may leave this question. But believe me, you must practice functions, or basically the basics of functions you must practice, because this question looks difficult because there are functions in this, but actually this is an easy question. Okay. Yes, अभिषेक, circumcircle जो था, हम बोल सकते हैं the radius of the circumcircle, which is called circumradius, in a right angle triangle is always half the hypotenuse. So what we had to do is we had to calculate half of the value of the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle OAB, and that will be the answer. Okay, chaliye. Now question says that if for any positive integer n, so positive integer n हमेशा positive integer होगा, f of n is equal to n into n plus 1 if n is even, and f of n, so function की दो definitions दी हुई हैं, when n is even and when n is odd. Okay, then if m is a positive integer such that 8 times f of m plus 1 minus f of m is given as 2, then we have to find the value of m. अब m का value निकालना है. अब m जो है वो even भी हो सकता है, odd भी हो सकता है. So definitely we'll make two different cases and we'll try to find out the value of m. Now I'll get one value of m. I can post it as the answer because this is a theta question and there has to be a certain value of m. ठीक है? So I'll take the first case if m is even. So अगर m even है तो m plus 1 odd हो जाएगा, right? So f of m plus 1 will take the second definition, this one. So f of m plus 1 will take the second definition, which is f of n is equal to n plus 3. So it will become 8 times f of m plus 1. So n की जगह मैं m plus 1 put करता हूं, so I'll get m plus 4 minus f of m. M is even, so first definition will be taken. So m into m plus 1 and this is equal to 2. Simple. ठीक है, अब इसको simplify कर लेते हैं. So it will become m square minus 7m minus 30 equal to 0. So m की दो वैल्यूज आ जाएंगी यहां से, चेक करते हैं. So split किया, m square minus 10m plus 3m minus 30 equal to 0. So from here you will get m as 10, m as minus 3. Now since here I assume that m is even, so m equal to 10 will become the answer, and there is no need to make the second case. Second case बनाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है because m की already एक value आ गई. So you can post your answer as 10. You can type in your answer as 10. Alright? Okay. So simple question था. Next question की तरफ चलते हैं. Question number 10. Question number 10 again is a perfect example of a question which looks difficult, but if you will spend 45 seconds to 1 minute on this question, you will be able to certainly get an answer for this. Question is, if the population of a town is P at the beginning of any year, then it becomes 3 plus 2P in the beginning of the next year. So if initial population is P, then it becomes 3 plus 2P in the next year. Okay, and every year it keeps on happening. If the population in the beginning of 2019 is 1000, then the population in the beginning of 2034, 2019 से 2034, that means 15 years के बाद क्या होगा? So 15 years तक ये successively ये 3 plus 2p 3 plus 2p apply होता रहेगा. So if I'll start with original population as p, after 1 year it will become twice of p plus 3. मैं थोड़ा rearrange करके लिख रहा हूँ. Then after another year it will become twice of 2p plus 3. So recursively ये function apply होता रहेगा plus 3, right? Now this is happened after 2 years. So this is first year, this is second year. After 1 more year it will become twice of this plus 3. So this is after 3 years. After 3 years एक बार pattern observe करते हैं. So after 3 years अगर मैं bracket open करता हूँ, so p के साथ क्या आएगा? p के साथ आएगा 2 into 2 into 2, that is 2 cube into p plus सबसे लास्ट वाला 3 as it is, then ये वाला जो अंदर एक 3 है इससे 2 मल्टीप्लाई होगा plus 2 into 3, एंड सबसे अंदर वाला 3 है इसके साथ 2 दो बार मल्टीप्लाई होगा plus 2 raised to the power 2 into 3. Okay, now this will happen after 3 years. This will happen after 3 years. Okay, अब इसको जनरलाइज कर लेते हैं. 15 years के बाद क्या होगा? 15 years के बाद it will become 2 raised to the power 15 times original population plus 3. So 3 की जगह मैं 2 raised to the power 0 into 3 लिखता हूं, समझ में अच्छे से आएगा. So 3 जो फर्स्ट वाला 3 है इसको 2 raised to the power 0 into 3 plus 2 raised to the power 1 into 3 plus 2 raised to the power 2 into 3 and so on. 3 years तक power 3 2 square. So 15 years तक power क्या होगी? 2 raised to the power 14 into 3. अब इस एक्सप्रेशन को सिंप्लीफाई करना है. Okay, so look at the top of the page. So 2 raised to the power 15 into p as it is लिख रहा हूं मैं, plus 3 कॉमन लिया, ब्रैकेट में क्या आ जाएगा? 2 raised to the power 0 plus 2 raised to the power 1 plus 2 raised to the power 2 up till 2 raised to the power 14. Now if you remember a formula of the sum of the powers of 2 starting from the 0th power of 2, 2 raised to the power 0 plus 2 raised to the power 1, मैं लेफ्ट साइड में लिख रहा हूं, 2 raised to the power 0 plus 2 raised to the power 1 plus up till 2 raised to the power n. This value is equal to 2 raised to the power next power of 2. So 2 raised to the power n plus 1 minus 1. Okay, ये छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं. This will help you in saving a lot of time. So it will become 2 raised to the power 15 multiply p. p का value क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ है 1000 plus 3 into 2 raised to the power 15 minus 1. So now you can simplify. इन दोनों को ऐड कर सकते हो, तो 1003 multiplied by 2 raised to the power 15 minus 3 will be the final answer. So the correct answer here is option C. Now Abhishek, it totally depends on you if the material is enough or not. ठीक है ना यार? देखो ये ना person to person depend करता है. So if you feel satisfied after practicing one particular material, then there is no need to switch to another material. But certainly if you have time vacant, एक material खत्म कर लिया, if you still have some time, don't sit idle, pick up some other material and keep practicing. Okay, चलिए, ये सूरज जीपी बन गया, बट हम डायरेक्टली वो फॉर्मूला यूज कर सकते हैं और थोड़ा टाइम सेव होगा. ओके, ऑलराइट, नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द लास्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ द डे. I'll give you a conventional plus unconventional approach, combined approach to take on this question to save a lot of time on the calculations. Question read करते हैं. Person invested a total of 15 lakhs. A part of it was invested in FDs. So FDs में इसने कुछ invest किया, let's say X at a rate of 6%, and the remaining amount was invested in two other deposits in the ratio 2:1. So total 15 lakhs में से 15 minus X lakhs बच गया, which is now invested in the ratio 2:1. ठीक है, अब ये रिमेनिंग चीज को 2:1 में डिवाइड करना है. मैंने ओरिजिनल पार्ट X कंसिडर कर लिया, द फर्स्ट पार्ट वाज X. The remaining part will be 15 minus x. Now 15 minus x is to be divided in the ratio 2:1. अब अगर मैं इसको 2:1 में डिवाइड करूंगा तो 15 तो डिवाइड हो जाएगा 2:1 में 10 एंड 5 माइनस x को अगर मैं डिवाइड करता हूं 2:1 में तो फ्रैक्शंस आ जाएंगे. सो व्हाट आई विल डू नाउ इज मैं थोड़ा सा चेंज करता हूं. सो फर्स्ट पार्ट जो FD में इन्वेस्ट किया था उसको मैं 3x ले लेता हूं. तो सेकेंड पार्ट विल बिकम 15 माइनस 3x. अब इसको 2:1 में डिवाइड करते हैं. सो 10 माइनस 2x एंड 5 माइनस x. ठीक है, 10 माइनस 2x एंड 5 माइनस x. दो पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर दिया. व्हाट आई हैव डन इज आई हैव अवॉइडेड फ्रैक्शंस. एक छोटा सा चेंज करने से फ्रैक्शंस खत्म हो गए. सो क्वेश्चन देखने में इजी लग रहा है, हैंडल करने में आसानी होगी. नाउ द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट हियर इज 4% and 3% respectively. So now I can say that 3x amount out of a total of 15 lakhs, 3x amount is invested at a rate of 6%, 10 minus 2x is invested at a rate of 4%, and 5 minus x is invested at a rate of 3%. And total interest earned is 76,000, which is 0.76 lakhs. क्योंकि मैं सब कुछ lakhs में consider कर रहा हूँ, 15 lakhs था, तो 76,000 को भी मैंने lakhs में convert कर लिया, 0.76. So now you can say that 6% of 3x plus 4% of 10 minus 2x plus 3% of 5 minus x is equal to 0.76. अब कंप्लीट इक्वेशन को 100 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो. ठीक है, 100 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो. सो 6 into 3 18, 18x plus 40 minus 8x plus 15 minus 3x is equal to 76. मैंने 100 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया तो लेफ्ट साइड में परसेंटेज 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 रिमूव हो गया और राइट साइड में 100 से मल्टीप्लाई हो गया. ठीक है, सो 18 minus 8 is 10, 10 minus 3 is 7. So 7x का वैल्यू आ जाएगा 36 minus 15, that is 21. So the value of x will be equal to 3. x का वैल्यू 3 आ गया. Now let's see what do we have to calculate. Then the amount invested in the fixed deposit. So fixed deposit में कितना amount invest किया है? 3 lakhs. That is 3 into 3, which is 9 lakhs. So the final answer for this question will become 9 lakhs. Okay, and that answer you can type in your box, the box that will be given to you, and you will get the final answer. Okay, so 9x is the final answer. So small unconventional thing I took for this question to make the calculations look easy. So मैंने यहाँ पे fixed deposit का x की जगह इसको 3x assume कर लिया to make or to basically remove the fractions in the later part of the question. All right, so friends, all of you will stop here for the day. Okay, so we have finished the first part of 2019 CAT slot number 1 of QA section. Okay, now the remaining questions will be covered further in the next 2 parts. Till then, you all practice all these questions once again and look at the next set of questions. Okay, if you like this session, please do press the like button, comment, share and subscribe, and press the bell icon. CAT 2022 comprehensive program admissions are still open. All the highlights of this program are given on your screen. So you may join any of these programs and start with your preparation of CAT. Follow us on Instagram, subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon, like our Facebook page, join our Telegram channel and download the app from Google Play. That is all from my side, my dear friends. Thank you very much for being a part of this session. We'll see you once again in the second part of QA slot number 1 CAT 2019. Till then, have a good day. Bye-bye.